Cam got hit.
John Wick motherfucking 3. God damn. That was a movie. That was experience.
What an experience. Good God, this movie.
It's amazing to me that this movie follows what I said about Pokemon Detective Pikachu, where keep your story simple, everything else will go in place.
And simple, they kept it.
Very simple story. Action was on point. You got a little bit of, like I said, with the story, you got a little bit more lore about the high table and who's behind the scenes and the intricacies of the high table and this organization. And it was good.
Yep.
Not too difficult. There's consequences. That's the key word about this movie. Consequences.
Yep.
Yeah, what'd you think, man?
Man, where do I even begin? Like, first of all, not spoiling anything, because, this is non-spoiler version. Just the action, the pacing, everything was great. Like,
2-hour movie that goes by quick.
Yeah. Look, I've seen 2-hour movies that can go like a sit, but this was a 2-hour movie that went, and good God did it go.
The basis of the movie takes place literally minutes after the end of John Wick 2. If you don't remember, John Wick kills the homeboy that he hired to kill his sister so he can get access to the high table. John Wick kills him inside a Continental. And Winston, our boy Ian McShane, gives him, hey, you got an hour. There's your head start. And we basically pick up 30 minutes after the end of the last movie.
And if I'm not mistaken, when you tie all three of these movies together, this whole thing has taken place over the course of, what, a few weeks?
Let's see. So you had John Wick 1. They beat up John at night, kill his dog. The next morning, he goes visit John Leguizamo, goes back home, picks all that up. He meets Kevin Nash that night, shoots up his son, and the following day. So that was like 2 days on that one.
Yeah.
3 immediately picked up that following morning after he kills dude, goes back home, puts that in there, and then, I would say...
Yeah, this was like over the
course of a week.
A week or two.
I would say a week. Actually, no, 2 weeks. Remember, 7 days.
Like I said,
at one point.
It was
so
over the course of 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So, continuity. So, basically, after he kills homeboy inside a Continental, he gets the hour, and we pick up, basically, with John trying to figure out what he needs to do. And, it's basically off to the races. At one point, there's a chick that is basically kind of like the liaison for the high table, and she's trying to piece together.
She is the adjudicator.
Yeah, adjudicator, and she's Petty Pendergrass. She's basically trying to get the lowdown on how John got to the spot that he was in to shoot homeboy inside the Continental, and people are gonna have to pay.
Okay. Now, when you say petty, like you're putting it
very straightforward. It's
very
petty.
straightforward, but at the same time, you're being very nice. I will have you know, this is a little piece of DJ Sue that not many people knew, but way back before this whole podcasting thing took place, one of my last jobs was that. Remember when I was flying around from place to place? One of my last jobs I had to go to different VA offices and be extremely thorough on how they conducted business.
Wow.
So...
yeah, that was her job.
Those people hated me. Once when I told them who I was and what I was there for, motherfuckers had to be on their P's and Q's. So, when you see her character in this movie...
Oh, I said
if you hate the pettiness that comes from her, she did her job as an actress.
Oh yeah, she did. She was there to be very thorough and stuff. And it's basically John trying to figure out how to get himself out of this pickle, and Halle Berry figures into it. Not going to really spoil the basically they're old friends. I'll just leave it at that. And she's actually she's in the movie enough. She's not in it enough to where it's like, oh, she's in there for a long time. No, she plays a part, and there's some setup for her later down the road in this movie, which I was very glad. Glad she didn't die. I mean, most people might say spoilers. She didn't die, but I think you expected that, so to speak. But them dogs.
Oh my. Okay, can we talk about the dogs? The dogs in this movie.
If you've seen Canine Training, that's essentially what them dogs were.
This is Canine Training turned up to 11 because dogs were on point.
I will look. What I love about John Wick is the gunplay action. It's very precise, and you can see what's happening. And there's like very much like realistic. It's no like, oh, just gun kata from fucking Hard Boil, like
gun katas from Hard Boil or gun katas from Equilibrium.
Yeah,
everything is stylized, but it's in a way that you can follow, and it doesn't give you a headache. There's no ridiculous shaky cam or nothing like that. I mean, you got action shots. Like, I can follow a good action shot when it's filmed correctly, and these movies do it very, very well.
I mean, this movie was just fucking phenomenal. And look, I know part of that whole scene with Halle, it's part stunt double and part her, but she fucking made me a believer.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus Christ, like that. There's a sequence in this movie, folks, and this is a movie with plenty of sequences, so this isn't really a stretch to really sit there and spoil it or anything like that. But there's a sequence where John and Halle are out here murking motherfuckers with their dogs, and it's like the most perfect fucking sequence. It's so seamless.
There are seamless fight scenes that look like it was done in one take, and
I really think a part of those fights was like one take.
Like, I'm talking about from the very, very beginning of the scene to the end. It looked like it was shot in one continuous take.
It really was.
And only one movie I could think of that really, truly rivals that is Tony Jaa's fight up the freaking restaurant in The Protector.
Nothing will ever rival that. I don't think anything will ever will.
But that was one of the coolest action sequences shot in one take.
I mean, in a movie that has plenty of like action sequences. I'll agree with you. It does.
Hold on, that one is up there. You got freaking Wesley Gibson running into the freaking textile place to shoot up everybody in the third act of Wanted. Okay, that was a good one.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just gonna go with those three.
I would say the hospital sequence in Hard Boiled.
The hospital. Well, I'm picking movies from recent years.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to pick nothing from the '90s because I can pick several movies from the '90s.
Recent years.
From recent years, those three sequences alone were damn good. And I'm sorry if I missed anything that should be up there that's not, but those are three that come to my mind.
And I mean, it's like, you get and the thing of it is, all these action beats play into the story. It's just everything escalates one after one. You get the Bowery King, he's back. Lawrence Fishburne, he plays a little bit of a role in this movie and stuff. They knocked this movie out the fucking park. Like, it's hard for me. Like, Mark Dacascos is in this fucking movie. Like,
Mark Dacascos, he was great.
Fanboying over John, by the way.
He was great.
Which I love, because what I love about it's not just him. It's Mark Dacascos and his disciples, which is the main bad guys from the Raid movies, Mad Dog. And if you've seen the Raid 2, he's the one that Homeboy fights in the kitchen. Yeah. It's him, Tiger Chin at one point. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's a who's who.
It was a who's who of henchmen. The only person missing that would have made this movie even better was Wu Jing.
That's too much.
No. Actually, two. There's two people I can think of. Wu Jing and Johnny Nguyen.
That's too much. You gotta save him. You gotta save him, man.
I know we gotta save him, but come on. Everything that this movie threw at us from the beginning. The moment that hour is up.
Oh, and that was what's great about the beginning of the movie, is just like when they're counting down and it's like you got 2 minutes, and John fights a dude that just says, the fuck does it matter if you got 5 minutes? And it's a great fight. I'm not going to spoil like the intricacies of it, but it's fucking hilarious. I mean, like off the break, you already know what time it is. Everybody's going in and out for that shit, and it's man.
Oh man, the stuff that we were all pointing out. And again, I like to make my video game connections. There is a part in the movie where you are going to scream Uncharted 3.
I mean,
there is so much Uncharted 3 in this movie, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that it was awesome.
I mean, it's like I said, he's trying to switch over and get to the high table in order to kind of figure out how to get out of it, and that's the plot in a nutshell. And I mean, everybody shows out. Like, it's just callbacks.
It does everything.
It does everything that you want to. Like, you'd be hard pressed to find a franchise. Like, you got the Fast series, you got the Marvel MCU movies, and then you got John Wick. That is can I dare say that we finally found the next perfect trilogy behind Back to the Future? Well, about to be quadrilogy the way this movie ends.
Yeah, the way this movie's gonna go,
they're definitely setting up for they're playing the long game, which I love.
Yeah, they're
playing the long game.
But if they didn't do a 4, if they decide not to do a 4, then we have the perfect trilogy.
It was a solid. These movies have been solid. Like
it's a solid trilogy.
And like I said, they up the ante. It's like, okay, you like John Wick 1. He does all this stuff for the dog. Okay, how can we up the ante? Okay, John Wick 2. He's shooting up a techno club while they're playing dubstep. All right, cool, bet. And the methodical kills. Dude, when he gets that shotgun. You thought he was deadly with the shotgun in the catacombs in 2?
Oh, God.
I mean,
I can't even say third act. I have to say first, second, all acts.
Everything.
Every act in this movie. I'm not trying to hype it up. I was thoroughly impressed. I was extremely, extremely impressed with this movie.
They told their story in 3 acts, and they'd never let their foot off your neck.
And the other reason why I enjoyed this movie a lot is because I went into it not expecting anything. I said, you know what? Give it to me, movie.
Yeah, I mean, the music was good. I like the music choices that they used. It was dope.
I would say, let's see, sound production on point, cinematography on point, action camera work on point. Everything was damn good.
Yeah, I mean, this shit was
so far. We are so far, John Wick movies are 3 for 3 for
3 for 3, man. It's
3 for 3 for not disappointing me.
I'm waiting for that 4. Can we get a 4 for 4? Can we do this? I mean, because they're setting up a lot of shit, and it's like, oh man.
I will bet dollars to donuts that 4th movie.
You might get your Wu Jing in the fucking damn 4th one, dog. If they play their cards right.
If they're smart, because look, we got the guys from both Raid movies.
I know both Raid movies. Tiger Chin from Man and Tai Chi. I mean.
Just give me Wu Jing and give me Johnny Nguyen, and look, we're square.
And what I think is dope too, the guys from the Raid, they are fucking phenomenal. I like how they made it believable, and it didn't make John out to be the person that just one shots him. It's like, oh, he had to work for them fucking damn fight. And I love that movie. I love how they just, because like I said, they play up the exhaustion of John. He isn't just fucking Super Cena mode the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like they play it up like he has to work for his fucking kills. Like that was dope. And man, oh man. So I mean, go see it, guys. It's definitely worth the fucking watch. Definitely. Across the board.
I highly recommend checking out.
I highly recommend seeing this movie. Oh man, you would not regret it whatsoever, man. Keanu, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Please do. I am very sorry that Netflix completely passed on you to be Spike Spiegel in The Cowboy Bebop.
Dear God.
You know for a fact that he has wanted to play that character.
I don't mind the guy that they got, John Cho, but it's like...
I don't mind they got John Cho either, but come on. Keanu was ready.
I know, but it is what it is. Hey, maybe John Cho might surprise us. We'll see, but... Yeah.
Wait, because didn't John Cho surprise us in what was it? Green Hornet?
No, that was John Chu.
John Chu, thank you.
Yeah, John Cho is John Chu. Yeah, so John Chu was the one that played in the initial D
He
live
played
action.
Kato.
He played Kato, but he was homeboy in the live action initial D movie.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so but yeah, definitely go see John Wick 3. You won't regret it. And yeah, that's it. Holla.
Deuces.